Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Jessie and this is the Knit Up and Dye podcast, episode 90, multitasking. Special hello and thank you goes out to all of my subscribers, new and ongoing. I love you guys. What you see here is really all about you. I base everything on feedback I get from you, questions I get from you, letters I get from you, and I appreciate everything. If there's something that you'd like to see here or demonstrated, please let me know and I will do my best to make that happen for you. Special love and thanks go out to Diane, Allison, Barbara, Faye, Julie, Janelle, Erica, Adriana, Wayne, Sonia, Patricia, Lisa Lette, Cappy, Kath, Benty, Christy, Neetsy, Charlotte, Chris, Roseanne, Linda, Marie, Eve, David, Donna, Betty Ann, Scott and John, Kate, Janet, and Terry at Unwound. Oh, deep breath. Monica, Bex, Carolyn, Nancy, and Rachel. I love you guys. Much love goes out to my Zoom family, Robert, Roz, Paula, Brian, Jen, Elizabeth, Nicole M, Nicole B, Katie, Shirley, Tracy, and Georgianne. See you guys soon. A warm hello and thank you go out to all of my patrons. You honor me. Thank you for making this possible. Multitasking. I am in the middle of about 9 projects right now. I squeeze a lot into my weekends, and so I'm squeezing this podcast in now. Light is already bad. It's already after 3 in the afternoon and we've got a storm coming through. I'm dyeing some yarn right now. I'm writing some blog posts right now. I'm doing some knitting and I have some cookies that I need to finish. So I'm just like all over the place. But that's okay. I like being busy like that. When I'm in it, it seems like a lot, but my mind becomes so task-oriented that it lets my creative mind rest. And when I'm all done, when I sit down for the evening, all of a sudden, all the ideas culminate and become new things, and that's fun. I like that. So this year, like in years past, I'm doing an advent calendar. And it's a digital calendar that's online. I've talked to you guys a little bit about it before. I did gift it to all of my patrons and to everybody who participated in the ornament exchange. And I just love it because it's a quiet time for me. It's some time off for me. It's some personal time for me where I just take a moment and I pop into this digital advent calendar and I enjoy what's presented at that time, whether it's a new song or a new little video or a new activity. And I just have that safe space, that quiet space, that special time where I get to focus just on the meaning of it all. And I love that. That means a lot to me. I have not ever done a yarn advent calendar. I've never done an advent project in line with the Christmas holidays. I'm already so busy. I'm a little concerned that I wouldn't be able to really enjoy it. And I feel like with the yarn one that I'd want to knit my mini for that day, and I just don't have that opportunity in my life right now. But I did stumble on a couple of pay it forward, give back kind of advent events online this year that I really liked. And I'm trying to incorporate a couple of them actually into my Advent season, my 25 days. And they're really neat because they give you a activity to do each day leading up to Christmas, whether it's compliment someone or let somebody butt in front of you in line or buy somebody a coffee or donate to a charity. It gives you a different event each day, and I love the idea of that. It's stuff that I already do. It's things that I already incorporate into my life. But there's a certain reverence about saying, today I'm going to do this. And have it be one of your goals for the day. Have it be something that you wish to achieve in that day. When the opportunity comes up throughout my days in my life, I do these things. But I don't target them in my day. I don't wake up and go, okay, today's the day that I'm going to let somebody go ahead of me at the grocery store. So I'm incorporating it as that today's that day for this Advent season. And I I'm really excited about it. Yeah, today is day 2 and I have done my activities yesterday and I did my activity today, and it just made me happy. Probably because I had to actively look for the opportunity. And when I did it, of course, the receiver was just, oh, wow, yeah, thank you. And they were really grateful. And I didn't do it because I wanted somebody to be grateful for it. I did it because I wanted to achieve that. And it didn't matter whether they were grateful or not. It was icing on the cake, but it didn't matter. What mattered was that I felt good just for doing it. I love the idea of that. I wish that was something that, how do I say this without sounding awful? I wish it was something I did every day of the year. I don't know that I have the energy and the focus to do that every day of the year, to have a 365-day calendar of giving events. I don't know why not. I don't know why I couldn't create one. I probably would be a really good person to sit down with my 2019 calendar and write those things in. Take those 25 things, add some more things to it, and do that. And have a day that was specifically this activity, this giving, this paying forward activity. I'm questioning if that's not something I should challenge myself to do, and it's something that I'm definitely going to think about as I go through this practice, this event, and see if that is something that I can expand and make maybe my resolution for 2019. What are your Advents like? What do you do? Do you have a pay it forward or a give back kind of Advent? I'd love to hear about them. I'd love to hear how you handle them, whether it's something that you do with your children or whether it's something that you just do for yourself. I think one of the big key points to it is that although we're giving of ourselves on each of these days, maybe there should be one day that we give to ourselves. Because if we don't feed energy back into our own hearts, if we don't love ourselves, it's so much harder to give love outward. A lot to ponder there. So next week there's no podcast. Next week is my week off. I'll be taking 1 week off every month, every week. So it'll always be the second weekend of the month. The first weekend of the month, this weekend, is a very important weekend because this is the weekend that we do all of our drawings for our Patreon winners, as well as any of the giveaway drawings that we'll be doing, including one today. What else is going on? I'm crazy busy right now. Not only am I busy with my business and dying orders and shipping shipping packages out, but I'm also busy at work. It's end of year. We just had end of month, and we're also decorating and trying to enjoy the holiday season. So there's a lot going on right now. Potlucks and parties and everything else that this time of year entails. And I think that's part of what makes the holidays so special is we don't do this stuff year round. We really only do it for certain holidays, certain events. And thank goodness, because if we did all these things all the time, they would be less meaningful, number one. And number two, we would be so burnt out. We wouldn't want to do anything. I mean, really, how often can you eat cookies? Daily, right? Something like that. So, what have I been doing? My knitting. I have not worked on a lot. I have been working primarily on prepping for my demo. I have talked to you guys for several weeks now about preparing to do my Squircle sock demo, and I have my demo pieces are coming along. I need to get to different points in the pattern so that I have a place to start to show you where we're at, what's different about this pattern, another place further along to show you where we're at, what's different about this pattern, and how to handle these areas, because they're where things change up a little bit different from your standard vanilla sock. So I'm trying to get those done. I'm also knitting them at a different stitch count than our standard stitch count. Instead of doing them at, say, 64 stitches, I'm doing them at 56. Just because the Squircle pattern, which I've been permitted to demonstrate for you guys, is a formula more than a pattern. And I want you to be able to see what goes into adapting the pattern to make it work for you, no matter what number of stitches you cast on. So this is coming, and I've been very active about this, taking notes and stitching up my samples. That's been the majority of my knitting, with one exception, and I'm very excited about this other project. I showed you guys a project that I cast on for myself in black, and it is a cowl. You see a hanging thread there. I am not fully woven in yet, but I'm off the needles, and I am so excited about this. This is an accessory for myself. It's a really, really easy stitch pattern. I think I'm going to release this for free so that y'all get a copy of this, so that you have the option of doing it as well. It's really quite simple. It's very, very basic stitch pattern. I will have it both written and charted for you all. And it will be available through my Patreon website, and maybe eventually through the Ravelry site, because it's just going to be a quick formula more than a formal pattern. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It is a really easy stitch. I'm hoping you can see it. The lighting in here is difficult. I have had to resort to my studio lighting. It makes kind of a waffle stitch. I need to block it. And I probably should film how I block this so that you can see how I handle blocking something like this so that we don't get creases in it. Just a quick, easy trick that I do, so I think I'm going to hold off on blocking this until I have time to do it on camera and really be able to show you guys how I do it. I'm thrilled. As much as I want to block this tonight and wear it tomorrow, I think it's important to share those opportunities to show you how I do these different things. And yeah, you could block this flat, sure, but you are going to get that crease, and that crease will start to wear over time back out. But why not skip the crease altogether from the beginning? So I did this long enough that, wow, I can wrap it twice, and it stands up pretty full as a double layer against my neck. It's not meant to be real drapey. It's meant to be much more cozy winter, keep me warm when I've got my jacket zipped up and tucked around. I've got a higher collar here that's going to keep my neck very nice and warm. And of course I have the option of really tucking in, or I have the option of turning it and pulling it up and over if I am absolutely losing it cold. So it's a good piece. I'm really excited to add it to my collection of accessories. Yay! And I haven't named it. I have no idea what to name this. It's really just kind of a garter basket weave. And how about you make your suggestions? I would love to hear from you guys. Go ahead and pop me some ideas of what you would call this pattern. So, other than that, I've been working on dyeing yarns and setting up kits for my test knitters for the Barn Dance test knit. I have my yarns here. These are the proposed colorways for the kits. So let me pull them together with it. Hopefully I won't collapse this whole table. I've got a lot on it. So this is the cool color set. It is a teal, a silver, and a purple. The purple doesn't look like it's coming out great on the camera. Ultimately, it's a sterling, it is a teal, and it is a violet purple color. And then I have the warm color set. And the warm color set is the same set that you see in the sample. And that is the Sand Dollar, Dark Roast, and Spice Market colorways. These are the colorways that I think I'm going to offer this in. Again, I'm always looking for feedback. If you would like to see a different color combination, a different mix of the colors, or if you have an idea for a totally different combination of 3 colors, I'd love to hear from you. Those suggestions are important to me. They stretch me as a designer, they stretch me as a dyer, and they provide you with products that you love and want to have. Everything else has been camping. I quite literally have not touched my How to Eat an Elephant blanket, although I've wanted to. my red Squircle socks, they're still sitting. They're also waiting though for the demo. I think I'm going to be using them partially in the demonstration. I have a bunch of stuff from the parade of whips that are still lingering. Some of them I'm looking at my list rather guiltily and thinking, And I have a couple of designs that are kind of sitting right now, getting some thought process. So they'll be along eventually. Eventually. Ornament exchange. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Just the feedback I got, being able to see everybody's pictures that you posted of your stuff all unboxed. I'm blanking. I'm so sorry. I totally can't think of your name. Southern Colonial Dye Works. I talk to you all the time. Why can't I think of your name? Anyway, she did an absolutely beautiful unveiling, unboxing video on Instagram, and that just warmed my heart to see her reaction to each piece, to see how much she loved each piece, to hear her daughter chime in. Even to see her dog react, and the cat, she's got pictures of the cat looking at it on the tree. Thank you so much for filming that. That meant so much to me, and I am so sorry that I am completely devoid of your name at the moment, and that I am so embarrassed because I regard you as a friend. Leanne, oh my God, Leanne, thank you. I'm sorry. Wow. See, this is what happens when you multitask. It shuts down other things, and I am so embarrassed. What else is going on? We have the giveaway drawing. Yes, that's so exciting. Let's pop on over and let's do that right now. I'm just going to turn the camera. We're going to look at me sitting at my computer because I have the spreadsheet there. I'm going to pull up the random number generator, and we're going to draw a winner right now. You get to see how messy my studio really is. It's pretty bad right now. All right, so pull up my spreadsheet, and let's pull up random.org. And spreadsheet says I have 32 entries. So we're going to enter 1 through 32. We're going to hit generate. The winner is number 17. Spreadsheet says number 17 is xxdresdendolls. xxdresdendolls. And I have your prize pack right here. The project bag, the yarns, stitch markers, progress keepers, everything. And I can't wait to ship it out to you. Congratulations. Thank you everyone who participated in the giveaway. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to get these products out to you. I'll be adding all kinds of sneaky other little gifts in there, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy giving these things away. Thank you to all of my sponsors. You guys are wonderful, and I'm so proud to have the opportunity to give these products away and get them in the hands of new people. Thank you. And since I'm here already, let's go ahead and let's do our Patreon drawings for this month. If you're not already familiar with the Patreon program, please pop on over to my Patreon page and take a look. The Patreon program is about sponsoring me to do the things that I do, to create new yarns, new patterns, and more podcasts for you, as well as exclusive content, including design articles, tips and techniques, mini videos. Eventually we're going to have some full-length demonstration videos. That's really exciting, and I can't wait to get that out to y'all. So, let's see. At our benefactor level, we have 4 participants. So I'm going to change this up so it generates between 1 and 4. I'm going to hit generate. Our winner is number 3. That's Kath. Kath, I've got yarn coming out to you. At my partner level, we have 7 participants now. Thank you guys. I am so grateful for every one of you. Let's draw 1 through 7 and hit generate. Our winner is number 2, and that's Diane. Oh my goodness, Diane, you're a first-time winner. I can't wait to get this out to you. At our contributor level, we have 3 people, so let's change this up to 1 to 3. My winner is number 2 there as well. That's Bente. Yay! Now I have 2 other levels. They are my sponsor level and my subscription level. At my sponsorship level, you receive a 50-gram skein of the colorway of the month, and you get a discount coupon on everything in my shop. At the subscription level, you get a 100-gram skein, and again, the same coupon due for everything in my shop. Generally, those coupons are 25% discounts on my shop. This month, it's 30%, and that coupon has already been loaded for you guys. Go on over to my Patreon page and grab that. If you have any difficulty with any of my coupons or any of my downloads, please let me know as soon as possible so that I can correct that for you. Well, let's take a look at the colorway of the month. Oh, I love this colorway. I think it is so pretty. It's Snow in the Headlights, and I'm showing it to you on the 50-gram skein and the 100-gram skein. I just love this. It reminds me of driving at night when the snow's just coming down and you see all the little flecks of it in front of your headlights, and the ground is white and the sky is dark and your headlights are reflecting off of it. I think that's just so pretty. Very excited to get this out to you guys. Oh, I think that's everything that I have for you. I think I hear my timer going off in the kitchen for my yarn. It must have been because it just stopped. So I think my husband's helping out with some dyeing today. He's a huge help. He helps pre-tie all the yarns for me so that I can get them into the dye pot as quickly as possible. And he receives all the packages of the yarn and lugs these big boxes around for me. And I am so appreciative of all the help that I get from him. So that's it. I'm multitasking. I need to go and make some cookies. I love you guys and I love getting your messages. I'm so sorry I have been behind in responding to you all and your questions. Please hang in there with me. I will be going down through everything that comes in through this box and making sure that I reach out to every one of you. That's everything I have for you. Please, xxdresdendolls, reach out to me, get me your mailing address so that I can get this out to you. Everybody else, I have your addresses, so I'm going to be packing up some yarn and trying to get those out in the post as quickly as possible. Please be watching for tracking numbers. It's that time of year where packages like to grow legs and walk away. Let me know if anything goes awry. I love you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, relaxing holiday season, and I will see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.
Shake it, decorate it, elevate it, boom.